Morning, everybody. So, how are you doing? I'm cold right now. Well, actually not exactly now, but it's winter time, so it's getting colder. Ooh, cold. Which means I live in the North Hemisphere. Yeah. Anyway, I was kind of feeling very mentally depressed, actually, a couple weeks ago around Thanksgiving time. I don't know, it's just like, well, but I am feeling a lot better now. I actually did finish the writing of this newest space story I was trying to write and become a book. It's not finished editing yet. I need to format a few things with the chapters, but it is almost completely finished. I'll probably get it self-published on the website probably sometime in next January-ish. Maybe the middle of January, I don't know. But right now I'm not going to do any more writing for a bit. I'll just edit that and then I'll just have a rest for a bit of writing. I've done that for a while. But yeah, how is everyone else doing who is up here? I'm actually, not that you'll notice because I don't really have a specific time to do a story. I'm going to be going somewhere around Christmas time and I'm not going to be bringing my computer with me. I'll be bringing probably like a book or something else to do. But until then, let's just talk about some other strange being. And I think this time, if I remember correctly, there's no more K's from the video I'm clicking on. Oh. This. Ew. I think I talked about this one. Ew, I forgot. Ew, oh, no thank you. That was actually one of the most grossest things in the Yokai story I've seen. This is the next one. And I think that's the end of the case. I think the next one is going to be nothing else. A Kyuso. I don't think I talked about it. Nope, I did not talk about that. Okay. A Kyuso. This is gonna be gross too. I'm glad. Feeding the rats. Kyuso just translates to former rat or an old rat. An old geezer. Other name is Yoso, which basically means strange rat. Barns, houses, and fields. Darn, I live in a house. But I never had a rat. I've never seen a rat. Luckily, in my life, I've never seen a rat in my house. The only rat I've seen is actually a mouse I own as a pet. It was cute. But I've never seen rats, out in the wild. Diet. These things would eat the cats. Wow. Or pretty much anything else. How big is this thing? When a mouse or rat reaches about 1,000 years of age, it turns into a giant rodent yokai called a Kyuso. They look like just ordinary rats, only they are as large as cats or medium-sized dogs. Ew, I would not want to see a rat that big. I don't even want to see a tarantula, a spider that big. No thank you. Okay, in addition to its larger size and stronger than normal rats and mice, Kyusos begin to experience peculiar behavior. Aware from those original size and strengths, they no longer scurry around at the first sight of danger. Instead of being chased by cats, they hunt them down and eat them, reversing the relationship. Yeah, there are some people out there, they wouldn't have that. Which means some women, there's these women out there who want to see a man beg and whimper, and they call them the word simp. I don't know what the word means, but there are some people out there who are the opposite. Like they say that the men are there to chase the ladies and persuade and to court the lady into dating them and marrying them. Sometimes the woman wants to, does that. And some people make all these women who do that like they're very big and strong and muscular, and they like to, and they berate the man. I go, why? If I meet a woman, I would want her to be strong and intelligent and great, and it would be kind of cool if she would be trying to court me. That'd be kind of funny. But then again, the problem is women don't do it well because us men are stupid. But if a woman comes up to me and starts to try to court and chase me down, but then she starts berating me and stepping on me, yeah, happo no. Sometimes tradition is tradition. Sometimes the tradition of the reverse is a good idea. But I don't know. It has nothing to do with this. Okay, goodbye. Now, despite their ferocity, these things are not entirely monstrous. Are you certain about that? Have you seen them? Rawr, I'm a big guy. These are Wait, are these cats or mice? They almost remind me of cats now, if I think about it. I don't know. Anyway, there is actually folklore that shows, and even modern legends, about these guys playing with the cats, or even raising a litter of abandoned kittens. Is that what that is? I mean, the tail still looks like a mice, but the body looks like a cat. I don't know. Anyway, where am I at? Oh, right here, yeah. They would raise the litter of kittens? Even more disturbing is the relationship with the cats. Kyuso are said to occasionally sneak into houses and... What? No. Have sexual relations with young women? It's not even a man. A human man is having sex with this human woman. Your wife is having sex behind your back and cheating on you with a fucking rat. And I'm not talking about a man who's a slum. I'm talking about a real rat. What? I didn't even expect it. When someone needs to look that up. Okay. See, as I said, every single time you click on the yokai and you think, oh, this yokai is going to be the strangest and the creepiest and the grossest and the rarest. Wrong again! The last yokai I mentioned, which was a while back, that was deep, dark, scary, gross. But this is a grossness on a different scale. So, your legends are freaky. Well, let's talk about the origin of how these things came to be. They said that, about 1,000 years. Kyusos are depicted in that E, B, or the H. I don't know, I think that's an H. Or would it be EBONHYAKU Monogatari? Expect me to pronounce that. And of course, what do we expect? Edo period. Shocking, isn't it? All these stories come from Edo. Anyway, however, stories about giant rats became part of Chinese and Japanese folklore since ancient times. In name, it's like a pun. In the old saying, Kyuso neko wo kamu. That's the rat. Cat is kamu. I guess it means bite. A cornered rat will bite a cat. Kamu means bite. Cornered rat. Kyuso, just old rat. Wait. Are homophones, and it's possible that this yokai was invented based on that wordplay. Ah, cool. A legend from the 15th century, Dua province. Okay, now that I haven't seen yet. I don't think I have. Dua province. Where are you at? Right there. Right there. Wait, is another picture? Oh. Dewa. It is nowadays Yamagata and Akita, except the city of Kazuno and the town of Kosaka. Wait, oh, except for, okay, so it was basically, everything was the same, except these two towns were different, okay. Dua bordered Mutsu and Echigo provinces. Its abbreviation was Ushu. Okay. Anyway. Is recorded in the story. It tells of the rat, which was taken up residence in a family's barn. The family kept a female cat. She and the rat came to become close friends. One day, the cat became pregnant. The female cats are the ones having a relationship with the things, not the female humans. Okay. She became good friends. She bore 5 litters, but tragically died after giving birth. In her place, the Kyuso visited the kittens every night and took care of them while they were grown up into adult cats. The Kyuso vanished from the barn and never returned. Are you sure it has no way that the cats are part rats as well? Anyway. In Nagoya, in the 1750s, a family was perplexed about why their lamps were extinguishing themselves every night. Finally, they discovered the cause was a giant rat would appear and lick up all the oil. Sounds so familiar. I think there's a lamp boy or lantern boy who would do that too, or something like that. They waited until nightfall. Anyway, so in order to stop the rat, they bought a cat. They waited until nightfall to release the cat. Sure enough, it appeared. The cat leapt upon it, but the rat was stronger. It, tore the thing in half. Ugh. The family was so shocked, they searched all around town to find a big cat. That's the question. Because there's lions and tigers and cougars and mountain lions, and which those two are the same, and pumas and a bunch of other stuff. Maybe a wolf. But I heard a lot of people say that wolves are actually extinct in Japan. No, I don't know if that's true. But aren't there any cat-like creatures like that in Japan? Anyway. So they got into the house, and then that night, they appeared, the two creatures locked eyes and snarled. Finally, they couldn't hold back anymore. It leapt into the cat and tore it open. Just tear your throat open again. Yeah, jeez. A folk tale from Kagawa Prefecture describes an instance where the Kyuso finally loses to a cat. The cat was a stray, taken in by the priest named Ingen from Otakyu Temple. A huge rat weighed 26 kilograms, which I would say is about 44 pounds? No. 70 pounds? Was probably not that heavy. Was living in an old main building and had been terrorizing the priest for years. The cat was small to kill the Kyuso itself. However, 3 years later, the cat's tail split in half and turned into a nekomata. Of course it did. One out of the things for the kind of treatment, the nekomata enlisted an army of local cats to drive them out the temple. After a long and bloody battle, the cats were able to kill the Kyuso because they had what was it? Numbers, not strength. Bakeneko. Well, that was weird. Most of the times, the rat is actually docile or not really evil. But still, this is one of the weird ones. Well, if you want to know more about weird things, and you want to hear more about other weird yokai, keep on listening. Cheers.